So the SEC is letting you know what's up, and it's only a matter of time before the prices that we see now, we won't see again for a insanely long time. Now, I'm going to get into all the details a little bit later on in this video, but remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. Make sure you do your own research. And by the way, if you do enjoy today's content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now, before I get further into the video, if you're looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. No VPN, no KYC. The link is going to be in my description down below. But getting into the video here. So if we start off by taking a look at the crypto bubbles, we can see that it's turning red, right? But that is okay because we had a pretty decent week. The week is pretty green for the most part, so I expect to have a couple red days. I mean, it can't be green all the time, and it can't be red all the time, even though it's, and I've said this many times, it's like for every one green day that we get like 15 red days. It's absolutely nuts. But the more and more I think about the crypto space, the more and more bullish I get. And I don't even understand how anyone cannot be bullish on the overall crypto space, especially with everything that's going on, all the bullish things that keeps happening in this space. For example, I want you guys to take a look at this article right here. So it says, young people in the UK are more interested in crypto than stocks. So Nicol Ratti, if that's how you pronounce his name, chief executive of the FCA, cautioned members of parliament that millions of under 35s are choosing assets like Bitcoin instead of more traditional options such as equities and bonds. And you know what? I'm actually not surprised about that whatsoever, because a lot of young investors is probably looking at the stock market as a boomer sort of investment. Let's keep it real here, all right? The younger crowd is more attracted to things that have higher risk, but also at the same time, higher potential. And I do think that the crypto space provides that high risk, but much higher potential, right? But if we go a little bit back into this article, it says that this Nicol person, chief FCA, says that investing in digital coins involves a very high risk that you could lose all of your money. But again, younger people just don't care. This is why we are invested in the crypto space. But yeah, I just want to quickly share that with you guys. But moving on from that, I want you guys to take a look at another reason why I remain insanely bullish in this crypto space. So Fidelity Investments prepare to unveil its own stablecoin. Fidelity is not the only one, right? We are seeing a lot of big names getting into the stablecoin business. Even Donald Trump, as we can see here, Trump-backed crypto bank joined stablecoin wars with new dollar-pegged token. So a lot of these big players is getting into the stablecoin business, and it cannot be ignored. Some people are going as far as to say maybe there's going to be some sort of stablecoin narrative that's going to happen. We don't know at the end of the day, but we have to pay attention to it, because the last thing that we want to do is get onto these things when it's just far too late. Now, I'm not telling anyone to go out there and buy any random coins, but I am saying that we should definitely be paying very close attention to coins that's around the stable coins, just in case they do make some sort of run. For example, this coin right here, I just bought a little tiny bit of it just in case it makes a run. It's just a swing trade for me, nothing that I plan on holding for the long term or anything like that. But CRV, so curved out token. It's on pretty much every exchange, I believe. And then if you want to read a little bit about it, it is actually a DEX. It is a DEX platform that focuses on making trading between similar assets like stablecoins more efficient and cost effective. So this could potentially run if we get like a stablecoin sort of narrative. I mean, the market cap right now is sitting at 703 million. I just recently bought it at 711 million, just a very, very small bag, nothing really crazy, just in case it makes a run, just a quick little swing trade for me. But getting into the SEC here, the news. So SEC's crypto task force to host 4 roundtables on DeFi, tokenization, and more. First off, if you don't hold any RWA coins in your portfolio, I do think that you're going to be missing out on a massive opportunity, because we just keep hearing tokenization with basically everything. Like BlackRock wants to tokenize, everybody wants to tokenize something, and I do think that is the next massive narrative. Even the SEC is talking about it, right? But getting back here to this article, so the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's Crypto Task Force will host 4 public roundtables over the next 3 months to discuss key issues in crypto regulation. The SEC announced on its official website on March 25th that these sessions, which will take place from April to June, will focus on important topics such as asset custody, tokenization, decentralized finance, and crypto trading regulations. This initiative is part of the SEC's effort to create clearer rules for the industry. So see what they are focused on: tokenization, decentralized finance, right? These are 2 massive narratives in the space that I believe people need to be paying very close attention to if you want to maximize the amount of returns that you can make this cycle. But reading a little bit more about this article here. So says, the SEC Crypto Task Force has been working to strike a balance between investor protection and innovation since its launch in January. The roundtables will bring together experts in the field of law, finance, and crypto to discuss how current regulations apply to digital assets and where new ones might be required. Again, this is why I remain insanely bullish on this space, because we are clearly moving in the right direction. So even though these are like very difficult times in the world with the tariffs and all that type of stuff, markets coming down, people's portfolios being down 50%, 60%, 70, 80, 90% if you only invested in meme coins. These are tough times, but there is that light at the end of the tunnel. And this is why I continue to DCA into my favorite altcoins. Now and then I'll do a swing trade, like for example, CRV is just a swing trade for me. But for majority of my portfolio, I am mainly focused on the coins that I strongly believe in. So my high conviction coins, I just continue to DCA, because the last thing that I want to do is miss that massive rally that is more than likely going to happen once the tariff thing gets resolved. But let's be honest here, there is a possibility where we could see a rally regardless of what happens with the tariffs, because a lot of investors is looking at April 2nd as doomsday, because that's when everything's supposed to happen with the tariffs, right? But if we take a look at the fear and greed index, right now we're back into neutral. And April 2nd is just around the corner, so it doesn't look like people care anymore. It's almost as if everything is already priced in. Now, we're going to have to wait and see what ends up happening April 2nd, but I have a feeling that a lot of things are priced in, and there is a possibility where we are actually at the bottom for a lot of these altcoins. But regardless, I'm going to continue to do me, because I remain insanely bullish and I cannot ignore everything that's happening in the crypto space. If I ignore everything that's happening in the space, then I'm not going to make any money, right? We are moving in the right direction, and you have to pay attention to that. And right now, even though things do look bad in the world, at least for a lot of investors, right? A lot of investors want to keep as much money in their pockets as possible, just in case things get out of hand. But regardless, if you're paying attention to what's going on in the world, these are not the times where we should be in mass panic mode. We should be cautious 1000%. These aren't the times where you want to pour all in. You don't want to go all in all at once, but you do want to do a slow DCA, because we are moving in the right direction, and we don't want to be missing that next leg up that is going to come in eventually. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below. And until next time, take care.